And we've got the Seahawks burner at wide receiver. It was a bye week for him last week. He's ready to give it.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive.
Making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through.
And this time he is in. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. Zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Charles. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Charles. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now he's forced out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. A dump off for Charles. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, this from 39. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Seahawks at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, third and goal now from the 12. Herbert. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with a seat past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one. They snap it to Herbert. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 40 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all total. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. The first down carry here for Charles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Niners get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. And the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. On 4th down, Herbert. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, and now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. It's complete, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 63 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Justin Herbert looking to pass. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Quez Watkins from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Now a first down throw, Fields. It's caught to Charles. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Deficit here in the final minute of the third. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third. Back now in Seattle, Washington. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards that time. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, But that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Herbert letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Herbert throwing again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd down and goal. Herbert.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. And you saw the celebration. Joy after that one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Charles.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9.
Fields
firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Fields now to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux
able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. One last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends.